get the video ready. That might help. I didn't have it ready before. That way I can start our time. All right, there we are.
Nice. PF Chang's in the house.
Yeah, represent. We should put this over there, huh?
Oh yeah, let me have a second. There we go. I actually brought a special cup for Alex because every time he comes to my house, he grabs one of these bad boys.
The Schlitz.
The Swiss, the first beer I ever drank.
It wasn't a Mickey.
Nah, it wasn't a Mickey, man. Or an oldie.
Oh, remember the Mickeys? They were like 97 cents. They were nasty, bro.
Yeah, I used to hang out with my cousins. They lived over there by Pecan Valley.
Yeah.
And so we go to the gas station with my cousin. Like, hey, we'll take 3 of these. And they picked up these big old clips of beers. Like, yeah. And the guy goes, 3. He starts dabbing. He goes, no, fuck these 3 cases. I was like, oh my god. I was like, I was like 15 years old.
Hey, the Toyota Corolla hit 88 miles an hour yesterday, bro.
He hit the top of the hill, started rolling down, picked up the speed.
The Toyota Corolla. And we also had a Fox study. Fox had a good deal, too.
That was amazing. Man.
Good morning. Who's going to sign the jerky apology for? Miguelito?
Oh, you already got Alex on the chat over here.
Yeah, Alex, good morning. We need to get Sean, you and Alex on this credit.
You know, I've been talking to him about it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. There you go, Alex. You heard it. And get on the show, buddy.
They take over.
Area 210, where the dreams don't fade from the river walk nights to the Alamo shade. We rise together through the highs and the lows. Area 210, oh, it's the life that we chose.
Yeah, we're rising together on a Wednesday morning. My name is Mike Jimenez, going to 86 miles an hour down Highway 59, as you see in the middle right there. PF Chang's is in the house, not only sponsored today's show, but Sean Quintero of PF Chang's La Cantera is going to join us today as one of our co-hosts. Joe Garcia in the studio with him. How you doing, fellas?
I'm doing good.
Doing good, buddy.
Yeah,
Dude,
Sean was telling me. Sean wanted to go ahead and tell me all your stories, bro. So
I know.
A few.
Yeah, Sean, I've known Sean since I was 14 years old. I met him the summer of 1991, man. And we've been best of friends ever since, man. Sean's a very, very, very good guy. He and PF Chang sponsor the Area 2-0 podcast, and the chat is up live right now. Spurs going on and get another victory without Wemby, without Stephon Castle, without Dylan Harper, without Jordan McLaughlin. Got a double-digit victory yesterday because of a big second half from De'Aaron Fox, because the Toyota Corolla can't miss. And speaking of can't miss, with a 72% effective field goal shooting percentage, we have Jeremy Sochan with 22 minutes last night played. Are the apology forms out? Do I need to sign one just yet?
I give him about 10 more games.
But 10 more games. We'll get into that. We'll get other sports topics along the way. But good morning, gentlemen. Dude, this construction worker is just like casually walking across the freeway right now. But I am really...
Your audio keeps coming in and out, Mike.
Yeah, you're in a bad spot, buddy.
Okay, how about now?
No. You sound like Pledge. You sound like Pledge on his way to the studio. There's a lot of crackling going on. I don't know why. Yeah, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
Can't really hear you all that well. I think it might be having to do more with the area that you're in. You just need to move a little bit, and then you'll be fine. Yeah, Bobby, we got you, bro.
You need to go. You need to go back to Bucky's parking lot, buddy.
Yeah, you need to go to the parking lot.
Go pick up some more beaver.
And
nuggets.
Greg foxed around and found out. That's right.
Yes, sir.
It says, nah, he's still isn't fitting in with the team. Sochan. Oh man, call Mike back. We'll
Hey,
go ahead.
another one who made another came in again was LeBron James yesterday.
Oh yeah, he made an
Mhm.
appearance yesterday
Yes, he
too.
did.
It was his time back, you know. But we're going to talk about the San Antonio Spurs and how they were able to win without Wemby, and they were able to win without Castle as well. And I mean, Spurs fans are something else, man. Because I remember watching this, and even the group text that we have, right?
Yeah, right.
And they were like, "Oh man, yeah, still they're sort of here. Yeah, it's done." You know, the Spurs just chalk this one up to a loss. You know, the Spurs were losing, and it was like 8-0. You know, and then it was like 11-0. But then they started making a comeback.
Well, I
And
mean, a lot of the chat is also you with Wemby, not
yeah,
giving him his credit.
nah.
Come on, man.
I still need 20 games.
I don't think so.
I need
You're
20
willing
games.
to give 10 games to Sohan, but 20 games to Wemby?
No, I need at least 20.
Where's the respect on that?
Need 20. Oh, I told you he can either have 50 before the 20 and I'll sign it. I'm gonna give him 20 games.
But 49 wouldn't be enough, right?
No. I hope he scores 49 points in one of these games so I don't have to sign that damn for him. Just to spite y'all.
You back over there, Mike?
Miguelito,
I don't think he can hear us.
he's still on that Conroe internet. You got to change your audio, Mike. You got to pull over to the parking lot or something.
No,
bro.
I think he's in Corpus area right now, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know where he's at.
Yeah, he's having Corpus for a couple of days. Says he's gonna miss Chica.
He's on the Conroe internet. And we're talking. Look, Tony Ornella says, "What's up, Sean? Is this your first debut on the show?" Yeah.
Actually, no, it's my second one. But the first time I was at Mike's place, and he had me side by side with him, pretty much holding his hand. So it's a little nicer being in my own little spot here.
Everybody's calling out Mike. They said his audio sucks. He's on that Cricket internet, Dollar General internet.
Did you watch the whole game, Joe?
I watched the whole game. It was a good game. I mean, the Spurs, like I said in the beginning, they got off to a slow start. They made a run, started making things a little bit more interesting. I mean, it looked bad in the beginning when they were going down really quick, 8-0. But at the end of that first quarter, the Memphis Grizzlies only outscored the Spurs by 1 point. As the Grizzlies had 24 points in the first quarter, Spurs had 23. Second quarter was still tight as well. Memphis scored 23, Spurs had 26. Then we get into the third quarter. And notoriously, that's where the Spurs have issues.
Mm-hmm.
They squander their leads. They have a hard time climbing back in the game. The other team starts to kind of run away with things, but they kept it close. In that third quarter, Memphis scored 40. Spurs had 37. But the fourth quarter is where it was the Spurs' time to shine. I think the defense finally kicked in a little bit for the Spurs. Memphis, their shots weren't falling. Memphis only scored 14 points. The Spurs had 25, and they finished the game with an 11-0 run to seal the deal.
And 7 of those points coming from our Toyota Corolla. But okay, so one thing, like when I listen to the show, a lot of people y'all will sit there and say that any one of our players can be starters. And it's nice having, all these bench players and seeing them come through when we're missing people like you say, Castle and Wemby, but you can't forget Harper as well, right? Why is it like if we have such slow starts, how come we don't have like Keldon Johnson starting? Like, has he not proven himself worthy enough to sit there and start? Because I know we sit there and say, well, we like him coming off the bench and bringing that energy. But couldn't any of these other guys do the same thing and we start off stronger?
No, the problem is that you're starting to mess with the rotations there.
Mm-hmm.
And Mitch Johnson wants to go ahead and have a Keldon Johnson coming off the bench because he brings balance to that second unit. Yeah. And that's when you have Fox going out, you might have Wemby going out, and you have other players coming in like the Big Elote. Yeah. He made a good impact, I guess, on the game from maybe a defensive perspective, but he didn't do much when it came to point production. He was out there for 25 minutes. He only had 4 rebounds and 3 assists. I mean, he was primarily out there just as a body, but he did his job. He was just out there, like I said, to fill a role because they don't have Wemby right now. Mm-hmm. But you have other players, and you look at the stat line down the, up and down right here, and you're looking at point production primarily, and you had your 2 biggest performers were going to be Harrison Barnes with 23, and then you had De'Aaron Fox with 26 points on the night as well. And like I said, the Toyota Corolla, he hit 88 miles per hour yesterday. He was looking good, got the tune up and everything.
No, definitely.
And then you had, of course, Keldon Johnson with 18 points. But let's not forget, I've been telling Spurs fans, man, Kelly Olynyk, he's one of these role-playing guys that you got to look out for. He had a decent enough night. He had 10 points. He played 19 minutes, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Wasn't bad, dude. I mean, he is what he is at this point. I didn't mind Kelly Olynyk.
No,
I think he's a good role player.
I didn't either. I mean, actually, I like the energy that he brought. I don't know about some of the 3-point shots he took, but I mean, what, he knocked down like 1 or 2 of them?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it wasn't bad from him. He had a good performance out there.
He's not going to get a lot of run. That's the thing with Kelly Olynyk. He's just going to have to make the most of the minutes that he's given. And I think he did a decent enough job. I mean, Jeremy Sochan, he played 22 minutes yesterday, and he only had 8 points, but he did have 6 rebounds and 2 assists. And plus minus for the night, he was 10. 10.
Oh, man, that guy was still 66% from 3-point line, buddy.
Yeah.
But even with De'Aaron Fox, so De'Aaron, sorry. But when he's playing, like, and he gets hot, the one thing I don't like is he just tries to force too much. Takes a 3 he shouldn't, ends up turning the ball over instead of letting the game just come to him. But at the same time, man, he brought a lot of fire, man. That guy is just crazy good.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want from your role players and all that. But the one person too that I was looking and I was, man, I want to see this guy do well tonight. David Jones Garcia, dude. He didn't get much run at all. They played him a total of 7 minutes. Mm-hmm. He had 2 points. That was it.
No, but it was good to see him in the game.
Yeah, it was good to see him in the game, but I was like, I wanted to see him get more run, and you had Lindy Waters out there as well. He only played like 5 minutes, so it's like, really, they're just playing garbage minutes at this time. They had Carter Bryant out there. He only played 8 minutes out there on the court. He had 5 points. Not bad, I guess, but I mean, again, you're seeing these players that are fan favorites. You want to see them get a little bit more run here. So that's what we're hoping for. Maybe some of these fan favorites will get some more run now that you have Wemby out, you have Castle out. You're going to see some of these other players get a little bit more minutes right there. And I'm excited for that because this is an opportunity for these other players to step up and get some, some experience out there on the court and kind of showcase what they can do.
Man, and watching the game, were you listening to the commentators and how they kept talking about the Euro step?
Yeah.
And how everyone's doing it? I mean, almost every other play, somebody was just trying to slow it down and sidestep or do something, even from the other team, even for the Grizzlies as well.
Yeah, that was a good game. It was a good win for the Spurs. They proved that they're just not dependent on Wemby. Like, they need the other players on the team to really help and step up, so they can go ahead and get these wins without Castle, without Wemby, without Harper in the rotation. I think the team is okay. Like I said, I mean, the Vegas odd makers had them at 43.5 games. We're going to see how well that will get you. Like, if you play well and you have 43.5 wins on the season, that's probably good enough for maybe a play-in spot. But if they can uptick that just a little bit, maybe get 48 wins, 47 wins, now you're starting to flirt with going in from that 6th seed to maybe getting that 5th spot, maybe move up a little bit more.
Yeah, Sith is over here saying Kelly was getting bullied around. But, I mean, the size of Zach, I mean, everybody was getting bullied around when he was in there.
80, yeah.
Yeah, he's got these big old shoulders every time he gets the ball. But what I liked about him, and they pointed it out as well, is when he gets the ball up high, he keeps it there. He doesn't bring the ball down low and give other people a chance to take it away. I mean, and something you sit there and wish that some of our bigs would do as well. But, yeah, I think everybody was getting bullied around by that guy.
Yeah, I don't mind. Like I said, I don't mind having Kelly Olynyk out there. I think it's good. Everybody's saying, is that Mr. P.F. Chang's out there? It sure is.
Yeah, Lord, I wish I wasn't, man. I've been in the restaurant business since I was 16 years old, guys. 16. It is time to move on.
Yeah. Well, they
not anytime soon, though.
Look at Sam Selena says, do we want to win or do we want to play the fields and go with fan favorites? Come on, Joe. No, I'm just saying it's good to see fan favorites get some run. Now, if you want to win the game, you have to have your other complementary pieces show up, and that's the thing. And in the absence of Wemby, in the absence of Castle, in the absence of, Carter Bryant out there, not Carter Bryant, Harper, should I say, you have to have your other role players show you something. You know, it can't just be Wemby and the other guys all the time. And that's what I'm saying. Even if they lose and they don't have they're not at full strength right now, if they can at least get a decent enough game out of the complementary pieces, that bodes well for when you get your star back in the lineup. That means that they can play a little bit better. They're getting more experience. I'm not saying that every game they play without Wemby's they're gonna chalk it up to a win. It's not, but if they can keep the games close and show the fans that hey, the team is getting better, that's something that you can hang your hat on. But right now, you're gonna have to get wins when they're coming to you, because it's hard to win if you're going up against a better quality of team and you're without your star player. We need to go ahead and have more consistency out of Fox. Fox needs to show up in these games in order to give the Spurs a better chance of winning. I know he's coming back. He might be shaking off rust here and there, but I'm with Spurs fans. At times he kind of disappears like a ghost, and you can't have that out of one of your best players that you have out there on the court. What do you think about Fox and him kind of disappearing at times?
I mean, I don't necessarily think it's disappearing. I mean, when Harrison Barnes talked after the game, he talked about, being ready. And, if one piece of the puzzle is missing, then, you have your other players that come in and fill that spot. And I just think it's the same thing. I mean, you can't sit there and think that everybody's going to sit there and score 25 points, 30 points every single game. I mean, look at Steph Curry, puts 40 back-to-back on the Spurs and comes back and hardly scores anything the next game. So, I mean, it's good, for these role players to come in and like I said, just being ready, like Harrison Barnes said, and being able to sit there and step up when the other guys are either injured or they're just not playing up to their potential.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm excited to see what's going to happen with this team. They have another game coming up here shortly, and they're going to have their something to prove. They have something to prove in the absence, like I said, of without Wemby. And right now, tomorrow, they're going to go up against the Hawks. Then they have the Suns. And then they're going to be in group stage play again against the Trailblazers, which are playing pretty good now with Thiago Splitter, as the coach, filling in for Chauncey Billups there. And then again, they got they got a good team they're going to face against the Nuggets. And that's going to be on Friday, November the 28th, Black Friday. Ooh. So that's going to be a good game that you can check out with your family after eating some turkey, because you'll probably have a lot of leftovers that day, still be eating turkey.
No, actually, it's a very busy day for the restaurant because we're right there in the mall.
Yeah.
So I go in at 2 and I'll be there at work. So if anybody wants to come watch the game at PF Chang's, and come on by. I'll be
on
there.
Black Friday. There you go.
Yeah. At least I don't have to be there early.
Yeah.
At least, because that's when it gets really crazy.
For the Black Friday, you gonna have any Black Friday deals?
Nah, there's no deals. We just open up early. So instead of opening up at 11, we'll open up at 10. But I think right now with the $8.99 drinks that we have and the happy hour, we got, and plus anytime y'all sit there and go and just let me know you're there. I mean, you get deals all the time.
Yeah,
deals all the time.
But like I said, do if you go over there, do ask for my favorite server, Didi. She's quite good.
Yeah, Didi's nice, man. Didi's a good server.
And I said she's also a bartender. She's a bartender too, so she knows her drinks.
Yeah, she does.
If she tells you this is a good drink, listen to her.
I don't know if she's really trying to push the drinks because she wants you to try them. It's probably just to get that check average up.
Hey, I don't know, but when she hears drinks, her ears perk up and she's like, hey, you should try this one. You should try this one. This is really good. I listened to Didi. She didn't do me wrong last time, Sean. She made some great drinks.
No, for real. I don't get how you could sit there and read all these comments at the same time you're sitting there talking on here.
Yeah, you got to look left and right at the same time, bro.
Yeah, no kidding. Joe's in love with Didi. I like that comment from Mario.
No, Didi is a great server. That's what I'm saying. Like every time I go out there and visit Sean with my family, they all are singing Didi's praises in the car. They're like, we really like Didi. Didi's so good. It's what she does. She is, man.
And getting ready, not to change the subject, and getting ready for doing the show today, because Joe calls me up last night and asked if I want to sit there and do this. And I was like, man, I'm working. But let me move some stuff around. I was up this morning. I was like, what should I put on? Should I put on some Spurs gear for their win?
Yeah.
But I went with my golf attire.
You're going to wear no Tommy Bahamas Lululemon?
Nah, Tommy Bahama, man. That's like $250 a shirt.
That's what Michael wears.
Yeah. He goes out there. What does he wake up with?
What does he say? He goes, two things I wake up in the morning with. Mike says he wakes up with the desire to make more money and a heart on.
Yeah, I guess I got to make more money.
I'm telling Mike right now to join the show.
Yeah, he needs to get on here. Well, that's the thing that kind of upset me. So again, like I found out this morning that Mike was going to do the show, and then I was like, okay, so you could have done the show after all, and I could have still worked my schedule, got off early, and not have to close. But now, got to go in a little later.
Mike did you wrong, dude.
You did me wrong, buddy. Made my day a little bit longer, that's for sure. What else we got in here?
Oh, I'm looking at the comments. Everybody's having a good time. They're just saying, Bobby February was saying he agrees that our offense is stale. Nobody on the offense knows how to cut, get in the paint for an easy layup. And honestly, we just stand around the 3-point line with our arms folded like Mitch. And I agree with them.
Dude, I do too. Okay, so watching the game yesterday, and there was one play that went to the corner, and Julian Champagne gets the ball, right? So he pumps the three, the guy flies by, has the lane wide open. But what does he do? He still shoots the three.
Yeah.
And he missed it. But my point is, like, for them, they don't sit there and use that as a way to attack the basket. They don't put the ball down. And even when they do get the ball in, like for a couple of times with Jeremy Sochan, when he would get that ball, he's trying to shuffle it off real quick instead of going straight up. And these guys are rushing in probably just to get a putback or get the rebound. And he's throwing the ball right at their waist, and then another turnover. So, I mean, man, honestly, I agree with that. Too many 3-point shots. They're looking for that first versus anything else instead of getting the ball fed into the middle and working it back out. Oh, it's just driving me crazy.
Look at JHNSB. Harrison Barnes outshining Sochan per usual. The Toyota Corolla better than Sochan.
Oh,
I speak no lies.
Yes. Did you see that fadeaway shot he had?
Yeah, I did, dude.
Oh my God. Hey,
I was like, what happened with the Toyota Corolla, bro?
Geez, I tell you, man. You know, that one he took in and he dunked. And I was sitting there watching it. Like he's so slow going in there, but he's able to like rise up pretty high and put that ball down. And you wouldn't think at that speed he would have the momentum to do so.
You know, I was going to say, I've seen what everybody's talking about with the Spurs offense and how stale and stagnant it gets at times. They need to add more fluidity to the offense. You're just standing around the 3-point line. You're not a really good 3-point shooting team. You need to go ahead and come out and help your teammates. You know, you can't do a lot of isolation plays because not everybody's that talented. You know, you need to come out. You need to go ahead and set the screens. You know, maybe some pick and roll action. Do something to go ahead and help free up your teammate so they have a better quality of shot. And that's what I'm talking about with the Spurs. One of the biggest Achilles heels that they have right now is the quality of possession. And I see what they do a lot of. When they come up the floor and you see Keldon, you see Vassell, and they shoot the 3-pointer right away. And it's because they're trying to go ahead and beat the defense, but that's not a good quality possession because when you miss, it's automatically going to the other team and they're coming the other way.
Yeah.
You know, and when you get into those crunch time minutes, when you're trying to go ahead and sustain a lead or you're trying to go ahead and, you know, make some headway into a lead that you dug yourself, right? You're a deficit that you've dug yourself. You can't do those types of things. You have to play better as a team. And I don't like those plays because it's a wasted play. And like I said, it serves no purpose. You need to go ahead and have your teammates set up. And sometimes the best play is just a simple pass and you can pass the ball around and get to the open man and they can knock down the shot. And I don't feel like they do that enough. And that's primarily on the coach. The coach is letting them do what they want to do out there. The other thing that I see a lot of on the defensive end is that the Spurs team can't just defend the three. They play very poor defense when it comes to defending the perimeter. I don't know why they're all clogging the paint. They're all clogged in inside the paint. And these other teams, like we saw the Grizzlies, they went off and they were just dropping threes like nobody's business. And the Spurs are late coming out to try to defend the perimeter. And it's already too late. The guy's already in motion. He's rising up. He's shooting the three. And you're just putting a hand up to save face. But it's already too late. It's a wasted play.
You know, maybe on yesterday's game, I can see why they're clogging it. But like, even when they have Wemby out there, what's the reason for going over and helping?
No,
let him do his thing. He'll knock the ball away anyways, or they'll kick it back out. So I mean, I see your point. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I can also see why yesterday they are trying to sit there and give some help defense down low. But on what you were saying earlier, how do you think they play on their off the pick and roll, off the screen? Like yesterday, early on in the game, again with Champagne, he worked off the screen and pulled up for a three, which something you don't see him do quite a lot. And I thought that was very odd. But I don't think they play off the screen really well. And that's why they're always forcing the ball further out, and the ball just swings around to the outside.
Yeah, because nobody comes out and sets a simple screen. They're all
Yeah.
they do a lazy screen,
Mhm.
like Wemby. Wemby will come out and he'll go all the way up to the top of the key, or he'll go past the 3-point line, and he does that lazy screen.
And then he stays there at the
He
3-point
just goes
line.
like that, and he stands in front of the guy, and the guy doesn't even touch him, and he rolls around. He rolls out, and he's like, "Give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball."
Yeah, I mean, as much as we're saying though, I still like the way the Spurs are playing. I mean, definitely a lot better than last year. But I just wish, like, when Wemby is in there, he's asking for the ball further down low versus sitting there around 19 feet or right at the arc or something. That's the one thing I wish they would
Look at
change.
Mario Cavazos. He says, "What is your take on Fox? Why didn't he have the ball in the last two possessions of the game? They had Keldon with the ball. That's on Mitch. That's on Mitch. That's Mitch Johnson's doing. Keldon Johnson is a good player in his own right. Don't get me wrong. He's a good role player. But Fox, you paid him all that money because that's your closer.
Mm-hmm.
Give him the ball."
I mean, wasn't the game already done at that point though?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, he's your closer.
He is.
Give him the ball.
I don't know. The last two times, I mean, is it that it's like that one thing when people constantly say it doesn't go your way. Like everyone, like he goes out there and tells Wemby, that's what they brought me here for, and then he goes out and misses the shot to win the game. You know what I mean? I don't know. Sometimes, like I said, for me, what I see with Fox is that he's just trying to force it too much because he's trying to make that play. And I think it's good. You get the ball in the other people's hands, and maybe it comes back around to them, and you let them finish it, or you make a play for them.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and hear some words from Fox, because they media interviewed Fox at the end of the game. He was talking with them, and he had some things to say in the absence of one Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, I think Michael joined.
Miguelito.
He's here.
Miguelito's
Hey,
back.
can you guys hear me now?
Perfect. You're crystal
Yes,
clear.
sir.
No more cricket internet
Nice.
for you.
Nice. I was in the middle of nowhere when I tried doing the show earlier, but
Yeah.
What did I miss, fellas?
Oh, we're just talking about the game, but we're about to play a video here of Fox talking to the media, addressing and kind of talking about, what the team is doing in the absence of one Victor Wembanyama.
Obviously, there's a bit of a drop-off just because Victor's Victor. You're not really expecting anybody to come in after him and produce the same way, but Luke is doing an excellent job, and I think he's stepping into a starting role, and he's going to do a great job as well. So, but like I said before, this is for all of us to pick up. It's not just on Luke's shoulders to pick up, the production left behind with Vic out. Just because we have guys out, we're not sitting here going to lay down and just not try to win games. That's still our job. We still want to come out here and win games, and that's what good teams do. When, the best player on a team goes down, the good teams don't just start dropping games.
That's interesting. The best teams don't just drop games. And that's what we're kind of alluding to, like in the absence of one Victor Wembanyama now, I think it's a good thing for the rest of the team, like I was telling Sean, to get some run, and he was agreeing that you have the complementary pieces getting more minutes out there in the absence of Wembanyama, in the absence of Harper and Castle. Even if they don't win, as long as the games are close and they're showing that they're being competitive, that's something as a Spurs fan that you can hang your hat on and say, look, the team's getting better. Even if they lose and they don't get blown out, you can chalk it up as that's growth. Oh, no.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox isn't the kind of all-star that's going to put the team on his shoulders and basically be a man.
There you go,
he's
Sam.
somebody
There's that Wi-Fi again.
But, it's one of those things where he's not going to be the man to do all that. He's right. This team is designed and built around Wemby. So if Wemby's not there, everyone else needs to grab an oar and paddle in the same direction, And we saw that last night. Jeremy Sochan doing his thing. Harrison Barnes upped his game. Fox had a good game. And that's basically what's needed. I know the Spurs were a really bad team. Spurs were favored to win anyway. But at the same time, these are games the Spurs would have dropped last year. And we've heard from Draymond Green over the past weekend talking about the improvement of Wemby But the nice things said about the Spurs, think about it this way. We were all
Hey, Mike, this is what I'm gonna have you do, man. Maybe just exactly. I
against
was gonna
Golden
tell you, cut
State.
the video, Mike. Like turn your video off, but keep the audio on. I bet you that'll improve your signal. Turn the video off, but keep the audio on.
I don't know if I don't know how to do that, dude. Oh wait, let me see here.
All right. Let's see if I can do it. There, I turned your video off, but you still have to do it on your end. Can you still hear us? Yeah. Try turning the video off.
The audio go out again.
Yeah, if you could turn your video off and then just keep the audio on your end. I mean, I can kill your camera here like that, but that's not really doing us any good. Just turn the camera off. There you go, Mike. You got it. Now let's see if that. Yeah, we'll see if that'll work.
As I was saying, the Spurs fans, it took Steph Curry going off and having 2 monumental games.
Yeah, Mike, it's your audio quality is bad, bro. You're gonna have to turn off the camera at some point and then just join with the audio only, because it's messing with the audio is real bad. Alex M, he says Mike is calling with the chancla. Ooh, man. Hey, stop listening to Jimenez. Reminds me of the pay-per-views on the 90s. No, God. They said that was the world's least kind angle of Mike. They said he looked like Mr. Potato Head.
Well, the second part of the show, calling it Jeremy Sochan apology form, we can't even get him on the line here to sit there and talk about that.
Yeah, that cricket service don't pick up well with those cell towers. Oh my God. Mike's
Did these guys even know that was his nickname in high school?
What was it?
Cricket.
Cricket, really?
Yeah,
why would you call him Cricket?
I don't know. I think so Alex's brother Lewis is the one that gave everyone their nicknames, and I think you would really have to ask Lewis, but I guess mine was based off how I played basketball, and maybe it could have been the same thing with Mike. Maybe just looked like he hopped around or something. I don't know.
You know, it was interesting to me because we were talking about this yesterday, right? We talked about Victor Wembanyama's injury, right? Calf injury, calf strain that he has. And there was videos that were circulating around social media yesterday. Jeff McDonald had shared one that kind of took off on social media of Victor Wembanyama at the Spurs practice facility, showing him walking around, dribbling the ball with really nothing that looked like it was bothering him, right? Moving around well, no issues at all. So let's go ahead and show that video. And this is going to be courtesy of ESPN here. And they had some things to say about Victor. So let's hear what they had to say.
Well, you saw Victor Wembanyama shoot around today, right? He looked great. He did some work off to the side while the rest of the team was doing his thing, and you saw no discomfort, no limp, not even a wrap or a sleeve on that injured calf. But a team source told me that Victor Wembanyama feels just fine, but the plan is to sit him out for at least 2 weeks. After that time, they'll go back in, reevaluate, and make a decision moving forward. Now, I got to say that the staff, the people within the Spurs, they're very confident in a 2 to 3 week timeline for him. But you also have to understand that the San Antonio Spurs will always err on the side of caution when it comes to bringing guys back from injury.
So this was per Mike C. Wright, right?
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing, right? If you get caught load managing a team, you're going to get a fine,
right?
Much like the Spurs, not the Spurs, but the NBA delivered to the Cavaliers, right? The NBA handed the Cleveland Cavaliers a $100,000 fine, and this was done on November the 18th, right? And it says they went ahead and fined the Cleveland Cavaliers $100,000 for the league's player participation policy. The violation occurred, it said, when the Cavaliers held Donovan Mitchell and even Evan Mobley, who are both star players under the policy, and they were out for the team's game against Miami on November the 12th for rest. And they said that went against the NBA's policy of holding players out. So they were fined $100,000.
Yeah, but that's for rest.
That's load management, right? Load management. And in this case, you have both Castle being out and you have Victor Wembanyama being out. Now, I'm not saying that there's nothing really wrong with them. I mean, there could be some type of injury there. But at the same time, they're trying to get around the loophole, I think, of, hey, I'm going to go ahead and sit these players out, err on the side of caution, but so we won't get fined, we're going to keep them out for an extended period of time.
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't look like he's just practicing there. I mean, he's not running down the court at full speed, making like quick stops and stuff like that. I don't know why people like, you're still going to sit out there and go out there and do some practicing. Look at LeBron James before he came back. Didn't he go to the G League?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like he came back right away to sit there and say, I'm going to play with my team.
I don't know, man. I hope that these injuries that they supposedly have don't turn into the norm.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. So it's hard for me to believe that people will want to sit out. So I know some players, they want that. You hear the commentators talk nowadays, how they sit there and say that wasn't an option back when I was playing. Or for those that say it was, that they needed. I think Tracy McGrady was one when I was listening to him talk one time where he talked about like, yeah, I needed it because I could barely move. My back was hurting too much.
Yeah.
But I don't know. For me, I mean, I would just want to be out there.
That's up to the team, though. That's not up to the player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I'm talking about. I hope that they don't have phantom injuries is what I'm alluding to. We have phantom injuries. Oh, we got to sit them out a couple games because such and such is going on with them.
Yeah.
That's just a way to get around the load management situation without getting fined, So I don't know, man. We'll find out. Hopefully nothing is really wrong with both Victor Wembanyama and Castle, and they can return sooner rather than later because the team does need them in order to win some games.
But it's crazy how like you keep saying like because of Castle and Wembanyama, but what about Harper? You still got Harper out too.
Yeah, they need Harper. I mean, there's no doubt they need Harper, but I mean, that's your trifecta right there. You have your two best, guards, I guess you could say, playing at that like guard position, and then you have Victor Wembanyama, which is your star player.
Right.
You need him to win these games, but I mean, just sitting players out this early in the season, why?
Yeah,
it's a head scratcher. Why? Are you trying to win or what's going on here? Because if this continues, this is my theory. If Mitch continues to do this, oh, there's phantom injury, we got to sit him out again. Oh, we got to sit him out again. Are you trying to go ahead and win games? Or are you low-key tanking? Like, what's going on? You can't have one and not the other. Like, I thought the let's say the mantra for this season was going to be playoffs or bust. The Spurs look good out the gate. They're looking like a better team than last season. There's a buzz around the city. They're exciting to watch. It's fun to watch the team. You want them to win. The arena's going nuts when they're winning. I want that to continue.
So you're saying we already got the arena. We can start losing now.
I'm just saying, I don't know what's going on. Like, what's happening is my question. Is like, why sit players out this early on in the season?
I don't think it goes good for anyone's resume to sit there and say I've had so many losing seasons under my leadership. I don't think that's the case. I mean, I wouldn't see them as trying to tank. I mean, I would be more in the hopes of having Atlanta sit there and lose and getting their pick versus try and get another lottery pick.
I mean, when you're trying to go ahead, when you tank, right, as a team and you tank, it's a roll of the dice. So you're either going to wind up getting a high pick or it's going to be ho-hum and you're, instead of, sucking and being the worst team in the NBA. And what happens? You get the 8th pick. You get the 5th pick, not number 1.
But tanking's not done by the players.
No,
it couldn't be. Why would someone sit there and say, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to do worse so we can get a better pick? And they're just going to ruin their own stats. And what's going to happen when they come up and they got to sit there and get a contract renewal? It's not done by the players. It's done by
this is what I want to see sooner rather than later. I know Spurs fans do too. And you can you had a feeling, man, was this team going to turn the corner? I want to see this again.
The San Antonio Spurs have won their first NBA championship.
5, That's how many titles the Spurs won from 1999 to 2014. But for the past 6 seasons, they've failed to make the playoffs. This season has felt different, as their new foundation has shown promise and potential.
Fox fires it up, puts it in! Oh!
Memphis, however, has had their number recently.
See, and this was the intro that they did yesterday for the NBA on NBC, which is how you were able to watch the Spurs game.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, man, I want to be able to see that again. You know, I want to get excited. I like the buzz when, you know, you had the Spurs in those heated title runs. You know, there was something different in the air. Could feel the electric in the air, you know, in the arena. It was different, dude. I loved it. You know, even around the city, seeing the little car flags on the cars, everybody wearing the t-shirt, the bootleg t-shirts all across military over here on the south side, you know, and then you had the Marbach setups right around the corner from where I live, you know, up and down Marbach and 410, seeing all the vendors with the flags and the bootleg shirts and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I want to see that again, you know, and that's what I'm hopeful for this team. I want to see them at least get into the playoffs and give the city something, you know, to get excited about once again. Spurs and Fiesta. That's what I want. Spurs and Fiesta.
Yes, sir.
You know, and then you have them sitting out these players right now due to phantom injuries. I'm like, come on, man. Let's go ahead and read some of the comments. Can Mike try again?
You need to stop driving and just pull over somewhere.
Yeah, I'll call him here in the break. We'll take a quick break here. As they're taking extra precautions with Harper returning. It says the Spurs medical team is a bunch of ex-Pelicans. They're not sitting them out with phantom injuries. The players have injuries, but now the medical is very cautious to prevent bigger injuries. I understand, you know, because like calf injuries can lead to Achilles injuries and all that. I get it, man. And look at Tony Ornelas. Joe, don't be spoiled. Last ship has been since 2014. I say maybe next season or the next. Now, you know what, Tony? You sound like a Cowboy fan. Next year is our year, for sure. Next year is our year. No mama's way. JHNSB is the worst so-called Spurs fans ever. Bob the bummer, no facts. Oh, God. All the guys are always going at each other, man. I like JHNSB. I like his style, dude. I like it. He tries to keep it real, man. Like he wants the team to be good, but he's not out here trying to sing their praises either because they hadn't earned it yet. They got to go out there and win games. So I understand, dude. He's kind of like me. You know, you get jaded after a while. You get tired of the losing, Sean. I'm tired of it, man.
Yeah, I would say so. But you know, okay, so for me, when I sit here and I get on and I listen to the show and I read all these comments through, I never get upset with like what people are saying. I think everyone has their own takes on the game or what their expectations are, and you just got to kind of respect that. So, but I do love going back and forth on the show. That's for sure.
Yeah, look at this. We have another video I wanted to share. This one was Danny Green, right? Danny Green, ex-San Antonio Spur, talking about the opportunity, like we were talking about, for the younger guys now, that, you know, the absence of Wemby. So let's go ahead and hear what he has to say. This is courtesy of the NBA on ESPN.
I mean, I've been in that organization. I know how they handle these type of things. They're going to err, like you said, on the side of caution. They're going to take extra time, especially when it's your franchise guy. That doesn't concern me. I think they're going to be fine. I'm more concerned with the Stephen Castle being out, the Dylan Harpers being out. So that's going to, and then them being in the Western Conference, that's going to take a hit for them. But on the bright side, Spurs fans, do not worry. There's been times in the past where we've had multiple guys injured. There was a time where I was hurt. I broke my hand. Kawhi Leonard broke his hand. Same year. That year, we won an NBA championship. We had to develop some guys off the bench like Patty Mills, Corey Joseph, and we were able to close out series like against the Oklahoma City Thunder with Patty Mills and Tony Parker going down. So this is a good opportunity for these young guys to build up some character and build some depth for this group. I mean,
I told you, man. He's saying the same thing we were saying. You know, a good opportunity for the other players, the complementary pieces, to kind of showcase what they can do and get some much needed experience out there on the court.
Yeah.
And that way, when you have the return of the other players, such as Wemby, Castle, you know, Harper, and you start them back into the lineup again, the team will be a deeper team and be better because of it. Yeah. But like I said, too, man, one thing is, even though the Spurs might get into a play-in or hopefully a playoff berth, if history has shown me anything, is that the mother of all invention here to make you a better team is defeat. And I remember back in the day when we had David Robinson, right? Spurs made a miraculous turnaround with him at the helm. But then, man, they got to those playoffs. First round knockouts. Disappointment after disappointment. Golden State Warriors, disappointment. They're just defeating the team, taking the excitement out of the air. The Rod Strickland debacle, throwing the ball behind his back to nobody.
Was it a good pass?
If somebody was there, it would have been a hell of a pass. Nobody was there.
What was he thinking, right?
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, these things happen. No matter how good you think the team is, when you get to the playoffs and then you wind up just laying an egg and getting defeated badly, it leaves a sour taste in your mouth and you just want to come back and win again. And how many years of that did we have to suffer? Maybe getting into the second round, finally getting into the Western Conference finals, only to get beat. And then finally, what happened? Their fortunes changed when they had Tim Duncan. They needed a Batman and Robin out there, right? You needed a David Robinson. You needed a Tim Duncan, kind of the changing of the guard. And then it was Timmy's team. And then you had Manu, you had Tony, you had all these other complementary pieces.
But going into what Mike says is that, like, on some of these games, like this year, they would have lost last year.
Yeah.
No
doubt.
I think if you sit there and you as a player and you see yourself able to close out some games, at least you're going into those games with some confidence. And you're going to sit there and think, okay, maybe we can sit there and put this away. I mean, in the years prior, when you sit there and talk about David Robinson and the cast that he had, I mean, you wouldn't sit there and say, were these guys really closers? Did they really have that dog in them? You know what I mean? I like Keldon Johnson late in the fourth quarter. I like seeing Fox in there. I think these and Castle as well. And even Vassell, I mean, he wants the ball. Do we want him to have the ball all the time? Probably not, but at least he wants the ball.
Yeah. And that's a good thing to have.
Yeah.
Look at this. Greg says yesterday in the building had to tell Drew Show to F off, get out of here and take your money. You see?
Is that guy still showing up on the
I
chat?
guess he is. Just because he's a loudmouth, dude. Just because he throws money, he thinks, oh, listen to me, hear my voice. Get out of here, dude. We don't need your money.
So did anybody know him prior to? Or
No,
he just
dude. I mean, he's always been like that, dude. I used to do other shows and stuff, and he would show up, and he was obnoxious as always. And then he's like, "Well, I don't mean to do that. I don't really mean to say those things." Yeah, you do. You mean exactly what you say, because you go ahead and pay money to have your voice be heard, and then you say bad things, and hopefully, they're gonna pay it so I can get a good laugh of it. Get the fuck out of here, dude. I'm not gonna put up with that, dude. He gets the chancla. Anytime we see him, get the chancla.
Let's go.
Yeah, he can do his own show. He'll probably have like 3 people listening. All his burner accounts. All 3 of his burner accounts.
Let's give some love so we can try and get Mike back on the show.
All right. Let me go ahead and give some love to PF Chang's. And you know what? Before we go ahead and do that, we're going to go ahead and put that the chat is powered by PF Chang's. But more importantly, what happens on Wednesdays?
Wine Wednesday, baby.
Wine Wednesdays. We have Wednesdays.
Girls' night. You don't have to be a woman just to get the half-off bottles of champagne or wine, but you can come in. And right now, I do have quite a few bottles of Apothic. If anybody wants to come in today, and I'll let those suckers go for just $10.
There you go.
$10 bottle of Apothic. That ain't bad.
Here you go. You heard it here first. So make sure you go and see Sean. And if you go over there, tell him that the Area 210 sent you. He'd be happy to know that some of the guys actually go over there, because I know some of these guys have gone over there. Yeah.
If you say it too early, I'll probably let's get you on the patio, man. You could be a little crazy. Keep you outside.
Yeah.
No,
but let him know that the Area 210 sent you. So let's go ahead and give PF Chang some love. PF Chang's La Cantera, San Antonio's premier destination for dinner, date night, or happy hour. Enjoy one of their signature dishes, such as the Singapore street noodles, sesame chicken, or Chang's spicy chicken, or their infamous Chang's chicken lettuce wraps, which are delicious, by the way. You can enjoy all this while you're dining in an Asian-inspired atmosphere. And make sure to enjoy the new outdoor patio and try some of PF Chang's signature cocktails and drinks during happy hour, Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. PF Chang's La Cantera is a proud sponsor of the Area 210 podcast. All right, and there you go. Make sure you go out there to the PF Chang's location at La Cantera. This is what they power our chat. They're one of our proud sponsors here at the Area 210 podcast. Thank you to Sean and everything that they do for us. And they can go ahead and help you too if you go out there. And again, it is Wines Days coming up here on Wednesday. Half off bottles of wine and champagne every day on Wednesday. And also make sure you take advantage of the new drinks menu they have there. $8.99 cocktails, signature cocktails.
Oh, look who joined the chat. Miss Michelle Quintero there.
Really, Michelle? Miss Quintero?
Miss Quintero is in the chat.
Oh, look at, hey, what's up, Michelle? Thanks for joining. Sean's better half. Look at what she says. Woot woot to the drinks.
Oh yeah, she'll probably be there tonight.
Oh, look at Sean. What do you think of the commercial music? I can tell you, man. Look at Hand Over Fist every time.
Look, if y'all like it, we like it. That's all.
Look at every time I play the music. Look at Hand Over Fist always does that. The chopsticks, bro. I'm telling you, they like the music, man.
No, we'll let it stand. We'll let it stand.
How spicy?
Told otherwise.
This says, how spicy is the Chang sauce?
Look at Alex. Alex says, Michelle's in the chat. Let's get some Jello shots going.
Michelle likes to do the karaoke, dude.
She does like doing the karaoke. Yes. You can't get her to stop either. You can't get her to stop. She'll take that sucker over, and you just got to listen all night.
Michelle is in the chat. Jello shots. And Alex's wife too, Jen, she likes doing the karaoke with Michelle.
Oh yeah.
They're the duo out there, man. The entertainment, the perfect duo. So we were talking about the San Antonio Spurs, but are you also a fan of the NFL, Sean?
Okay, so I'm a fan of sports. And one thing I'll say, like, to all the guys out here listening right now, is I don't know a lot of players. I'm not going to be that person that's going to sit there and tell you who's on the team or where they came from, stuff like that. But I'm a big fan of sports. And anytime I get a chance to watch, yeah, I'm going to watch it.
There you go.
I mean, I watched the men's national team last night, 5-1.
Really?
I mean, that was a great game. I know some of us don't like talking soccer, but I'm a big soccer fan. I played it for many years.
You watched Mexico and Paraguay?
It was what do you mean?
They were playing yesterday.
Mexico and no, I didn't watch them. I watched United States play Uruguay.
Okay.
And that was a great game. And to see I mean, early on, before they even hit like 20 minutes or right after 20 minutes, it was already 3-0. So great shout out to them, man. Great job by our national team.
And looks like they had some people out there over at the San Antonio FC table. Vamos is what some of the guys were saying from the supporters group here. Friends of the show. They're showing some pictures here that they had at the Alamo Dome.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, SAFC had a presence out there. So good on them, man.
Yeah, no, it was a great game. There you go, Greg. And Greg saying USA, baby.
USA, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your thing that you do now? Since it's getting closer and closer and closer to Thanksgiving, Sean, what's your favorite dish, man?
Oh, gosh.
You have to have it.
Okay, so one thing I look forward to every Thanksgiving is my wife will make a homemade blueberry pie.
Really?
So I'm going to have to sit there and say that's looking forward to the most. I know this year she wants to do something different. I think she was saying, oh, me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
I'll bring you back on. There you go.
All right. Can you hear me now?
And I can hear you now. Now we're good.
So one, no, P.F. Chang's is not open on Thanksgiving. And coming from Bill Miller for over 7 years and Cracker Barrel for 10 years, I'm very happy that I no longer have to sit there and spend Thanksgiving at a restaurant. So it's nice being at home, that's for sure. But I don't know, many dishes. I mean, I love sweet potato casserole. I look forward to the dressing just like anyone else. Cream corn. My wife will make cream corn as well. So
look at your daughters here.
No.
Ariel.
Oh my God, there's my little girl. Okay, so I know from my wife we weren't supposed to do this, but I really wanted to, and I've already talked to my daughter about this, and I know Alex is going to be on this show, Greg's going to be on this show, and she's probably going to stop me from saying this, but I'm going to say it anyways. Alex, Greg, Joe, if you're on the show, Michael Jimenez, all you guys are going to be brand new uncles as I'm going to be a grandfather.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Yep. Congratulations to my baby girl, who is, I think she said 7 weeks now. So yep.
Wow. Congratulations. That's big news, man.
Yeah.
Big
man.
news.
Yeah.
You'll be a grandpa.
I definitely wanted to sit there and tell some of these guys in person, stuff like that. But I thought what better way to come out and say it than than on this platform and take the time to tell everybody at one time. And I know my wife will sit there and say we wanted to do it a different way, but no, man, I wanted to share this with everybody. I'm excited, and I know she is as well.
Look at that. San Antovato Sean is our new favorite co-host now. Need to
There you
have him
go.
on more.
Nah. We're gonna have someone coming in shortly soon. Someone that we had on in the past. And I was talking to him last night.
Look at Mario Cavasso says Sean is killing it better than Mike.
Y'all are too kind. I don't know about that, but thank you.
Joey says Noriega says congratulations, bro. And look
Appreciate
at
that, Joe. Appreciate it.
Miss Quintero. She's just getting the heart emojis.
Oh yeah, I forgot. She also makes some great collard greens too. So we're gonna. Some collard
she had
greens
mentioned
as well.
that too.
Yeah.
She was saying collard greens. That's the move.
Every Thanksgiving, she wants to sit there and make those.
Look at Greg. It's better to ask for forgiveness than their permission.
No lies detected on that one.
We're gonna have to celebrate now, Sean. Now that you're gonna be grandpa.
No, and we could do that at a watch party. So
yeah,
I could shoot you my schedule. We could sit there and see when we can sit there and make this happen. Again, we've been talking about going to Little Woodrow's for quite some time, so
yeah,
we could definitely sit there and make that happen.
The only thing about Little Woodrow's, you got to get there early, bro, because the parking situation is horrible.
Well, you don't. So they have that room in the middle, and it's at no charge to sit there and rent it. So if you sit there and say, hey, we're going to take this room and we're going to put like 40 or 50 people here, then you get that space for you reserved.
Yeah, and
they'll even reserve certain sections outside for you as well.
Yeah, I don't mind being outside depending on the weather.
Plus, I know the GM, so
yeah. Oh, there you go. See, Sean got us a deal already. No, but Little Woodrow's has a good spread because they have a lot of big TVs out there in the back.
Yeah,
and I like the outdoor area, especially if the weather's good.
Oh yeah, it's funny. We were out there the other night with Alex and his wife Jen, and so we saw these. I don't know, it was 3 or 4, but there was these guys sitting on those swings they have out there.
Oh, yeah.
And they were just swaying back and forth. So me and Alex joked around what it would be like to sit there and get on the swings together and maybe do a little holding hands and going back and forth. I don't know.
Look at Ariel. She says, my friends work there, the Little Woodrows.
Oh, there you go.
Is a Sean, I'm with the DJ.
I could say that. So if y'all haven't been out on December 6th, I don't know the location yet. They're still putting the works, but they're going to have another Billy Madison live event.
Yeah.
As soon as we find that out, we can kind of post it out and give some love to those guys over there. You do definitely have to sit there and get out there early because the line's going to be about 2 hours long. Jeez. And usually they do it at Rock and Brews. They did their Christmas event recently over there. But definitely got to give some love to Billy Madison and his group over there.
Yeah, shout out.
And show up over there because we definitely want to try and get this guy on the show. And he's got some interest, and hopefully we can sit there and make that happen soon. So if we get out there and show him what we're all about, we'll get him on. We'll get him on.
Oh, shout out to my friend too, Carolina T guy. Was talking with her yesterday too because she's out here covering the Spurs game and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, I might have a conversation with her later on today because everybody was saying when she's going to come back on the show. I said, I'm working on it.
There you go.
Maybe she'll be making a return here soon. And that way she can talk sports and whatever else. Maybe we talk about life in general too. Because, we can always talk about sports. Got to have something else to talk about. So
and there you go. Matt Gomez right there. We're always welcome to talk more about the SAFC games.
Yeah. Matt always is a good dude, man. They like talking about SAFC. Always good supporters of the soccer out there at Toyota Field. I was able to go to one game this season with my friend Lawrence, DJ LG. Everybody knows him as DJ LG. So we went out there and we had a good time. And that one game that we went to, that's where LG ran into his old boss, who was a cameraman. As we're walking around the concourse on the top and we're getting drinks, he ran into him and he's like talking, catching up with him real quick. And then he's like, hey, man, Spurs are going to have an opening soon. You might want to apply. And sure enough, LG applied. Now he's working for the Spurs. He's running their, audio, video, and all that kind of stuff. So, hey, man.
Oh, good for him. And, these games, you get out there and you could do the same thing. Y'all can go out to the tailgate. They like to have a good time there as well. It's no different from any other sport. And it's electric. I mean, when you get out there and you're sitting there, you're getting to the game like you're in there. So
Yeah.
go support the team, man. Give them some love, man. Got to keep these teams going.
Matt said he saw LG out there at the game. Yeah, he was a camera operator. He was out there operating one of the cameras. I got to go and catch up with LG. It's been a hot minute since I've talked with him. I'm going to reach out to him. Maybe we'll hang out or something. Maybe I take him over to PF Chang's.
Hey.
I was telling him about that.
There you go. So we do have some new dishes. I mean, we got a black pepper fillet with some shishito peppers. I think that thing's amazing. And this lobster dumpling and even butternut squash if you're looking for a veggie option. But you asked me, Joe, so I'll ask you, what is one of your favorite dishes that you're looking forward to this Thanksgiving?
Favorite dish, man. One thing that I do like, I like to have me a good cream corn. I like cream corn, dude, but I like a good cream corn. One of the best cream corns I've ever had actually came from Rudy's Barbecue, dude.
Okay.
Rudy's makes a mean cream corn, dude. I like it.
Yeah,
their dressing's all right.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right, but the cream corn's where it's at, dude.
Yeah, I know it's a family day, but you're more than welcome over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that sucks about me having to work so much like I do already is like Thanksgiving I have off, but they won't let us have the day after Thanksgiving off.
Oh.
We got to go to work. And the thing is, it's dumb. They make us go to work and we're there and they're just watching TV all day long.
Well, you're not going to get any love from someone that works in the restaurant business as a government employee.
Yeah.
When y'all have your holidays off, numerous of them, y'all make our life so much harder because y'all all come to eat. I tell this to my wife all the time. She comes in on President's Day. I go, you're not even a president. I'm like, come on. No, but we appreciate the business. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're always off. There's no doubt. You know, we're always off. Look at what Michelle says. That's the recipe I use from Rudy's. Oh man, if she's making cream corn, I might have to come over.
Hey, she is. She's making cream corn every single time.
I'm gonna tell her, save me a plate.
Maybe we got to get some Friendsgiving going on and
get now that's a move.
Yeah,
Friendsgiving before Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Got to bring over some cigars.
That's what Greg's saying over here. Cigar time.
Yeah.
Let's make a trip out there. I know Sam Salinas. Me and him went out there on one of the watch parties.
Yeah.
Or the draft party.
Yeah.
We went over to Fink's and had some cigars or picked some up at least.
We need to go and round up the group, man. Like me, you, Alex, Greg. Maybe Mike wants to show up or not. And we need to go and take the guys over to that one little cigar place they have right across from Rock and Brews.
Oh yeah, I've never been there.
Man.
That it looks nice though.
They have a bar inside, and you can sit down on the leather sofas and smoke a cigar, have a good pour.
That does look interesting, that's for sure. And then afterwards, you can go to Chicken and Pickle.
Yeah, there you go. It sounds like a plan. That's like a good plan. We need to make that happen. Actually, that'd be fun, just with the guys.
You heard that, babe. You cannot go.
The women can go shopping. They can be at the Rim, bro.
Yeah. Oh, forget it. I'd rather she with us.
It'd be spending the money, dude.
I'll have to go, like Mike says, and go make more money first.
Go make more money.
Jeez.
The same thing happens at La Cantera, dude. Some of those stores over there are kind of pricey, and those are the ones that women like going to, dude.
Hey, we haven't talked about the Cowboys, though.
No.
What's
well,
going on?
Mike is always crapping on the Cowboys, bro.
Mike ain't here.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's what his shtick is usually. Crap on the Cowboys, talk down about the Cowboys. I even told him the other day, right? I said, look at how good they looked against the Raiders. And he's like, it's a 2-7 team. I'm like, I get that, Mike. But they're showing you that the defense played a little better.
But you're a Cowboys fan, right?
Yeah, I am.
So
lifelong.
Were you going for the Cowboys or you were going for the Raiders?
No, I was going for the Cowboys.
Because it's different than the NBA.
No, yeah, I get it.
You
I'm
get a
not
better
Raiders
pick.
fan.
You get a worse record.
Yeah, I'm not a Raiders fan.
At this point, where you sit there and say, well, man, if they lose, we just get a better pick.
Yeah, we get a better pick. But I was telling Mike, I said, and they were talking about the Cowboys win against the Raiders, right? And they were saying, look at how good the team played. They played a well-rounded game. And they're like, well, it's against a 2-7 team. They're like, well, they can build on that. They got something to build off of. And they're going to play the Eagles, again. I'm like, that could be a game. What if they beat the Eagles?
Well,
I told Mike, what if they come and they string together a couple wins and they're looking good and the Eagles start dropping off and losing a few.
The odds aren't in their favor, though. I mean,
no, they're not.
I'm a fan, and I want them to win every single year. I say it begin every year. We're winning it all. They let me down a lot, but I'm still a huge fan. But Dak Prescott, I mean, he starts off hot, then he goes back, he starts playing bad again. What was that? Something popped up.
That was probably from the computer.
But I mean, you're not all of them are kissing. Look at Baker Mayfield when he sat there and played with the Bills. I mean, his quarterback rating was like 70%.
Yeah,
It was
I
trash.
get that.
It was trash.
I still got faith in the Cowboys. Maybe they might not make the playoffs, but if they can finish the season,
Look, I don't care
with some wins.
I don't care if they make the playoffs. Just beat the Eagles.
Yeah,
Because I cannot stand the Eagles.
well,
So any Eagles fans out there, I do apologize.
they could have been. You know what I call the Eagles, right?
What's that?
Las pinches lechuzas cagadas.
You have to translate that, buddy.
I don't care for them, man. Y'all need to learn some Spanish, bro. You know Sabo, kid?
No.
You're gonna be like Mike and no
My
Sabo.
wife is about to get so pissed off at me for showing how white I really am.
No Sabo. He's a no Sabo kid.
Oh my gosh.
Look at
Oh,
Mario.
look at that. Jason Garcia. No cowboy talk.
Oh, because he's a Sea Chickens fan. That's why.
Oh my.
And look at, we have Mario Cavazos here. The first Cowboys. The Cowboys will beat the Eagles on Sunday. Get everyone all hyped up, then lose on Thanksgiving, screwing up the holiday. Hopefully not. I know that they haven't had a good track record on Thanksgiving, but if they can beat the Eagles, man, that's going to make that turkey dinner that much better.
There you go, Sam. Coconuts unite. Yes, sir.
I didn't know that you didn't know Spanish. No sabes español?
No, man.
No, hombre, Sean.
Hey,
You're like
don't blame me.
Miguelito.
Don't blame me, man. Blame my parents. I took a
No.
couple of years in school. I didn't learn anything.
Coconuts unite. No, Matt. Casey's in the hunt. No, Mom, Miss Way.
So if the Cowboys aren't going to sit there and be in it, who do you go for? Do you root for anyone else, or are you just rooting for a good game?
Just root for the Cowboys. My Sancha team last season was the Texans,
Yeah.
but I don't know, man. Texans, I think, are going to let people down. They're going to let you down. Their strength of schedule, that they have coming up here.
So we could change the subject. Then I'll say this: I was listening to the show some time again, and I heard you talk about the Predator.
Yeah.
And so then right afterwards, me and the wife went to go see that movie.
What'd you think?
It was awesome.
I told you.
It was great.
I didn't steer you wrong. I thought it was a good movie.
No, that was a great movie.
It was, right?
Yeah.
And there's like
from
Joe.
the very beginning to the right at the end, and even the ending, I was like, "What the?" That was great.
Yeah, you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it a lot.
And I remember you telling me, how come you didn't send the invite? I was like, oh, I was hanging out with my boy Jonas Clark. He's one of my best friends. He was in the Philippines, right?
Uh-huh.
And he just got back, and I hadn't seen him in a while. So he's like, hey, bro, I got back in the States already. He called me up and everything. Said, you know what, bro? You want to go see the Predator? He's like, yeah, let's go see it. I said, say less. I got the tickets. We went to the Flicks Brew House.
Okay.
And we get there, like you get there an hour and a half early, and you tell your server, your bartender, whatever, and they remember that. So they keep you on track. And I mean, we're having some drinks, bro. I was having an old fashioned and all that's, I was throwing them down.
It's funny though. My wife is actually the one that's really into all these movies.
Yeah.
Whether it's a Terminator, Predator, anything like that. She absolutely loved it too. So no, great movie, great choice. So if y'all haven't seen that, what's it called? Badlands or
Predator Badlands.
Badlands, yeah. Go out there and check it out, man. It was a great flick.
Look at Michelle says, I have been asking him to take me.
Oh my gosh. I'm horrible, man. I'm that person that sits there and says, can't we just wait till it comes out so we can watch it in our own house?
No, Predator Badlands was a good one. Like if you're looking for something to see for Thanksgiving and you're like, well, I don't know what else is, man, you can't, that won't steer you wrong.
No,
that's all I'm saying.
No. There's actually some great movies coming out this
yeah.
year. So
they have a whole bunch
of them.
Yeah, what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to go ahead and get my daughter moved out of the house now because she's married, right?
Mm-hmm.
So her husband is coming over here in December, the 17th, to go ahead and pick her up, and we're gonna help her load up the U-Haul and all that. Then they got to travel to Houston and load him up, and then head out to Pensacola, Florida, where he's stationed because he's a fireman in the Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
And they already have a townhome and everything over there. They just got to unload all their stuff. But Dad has to keep on doing his daddy duty. I got to go out there and help him load up the truck and tie everything down.
Now, being in the Air Force, don't they sit there and move them?
I don't think so. They provide like some of the money. They help them pay for their rent, right?
Uh-huh.
And some of the other things, But when it comes to moving, not so much.
That's not what I heard in the past. I heard it was like white glove.
Yeah, no. I mean, he's getting the U-Haul. He's coming down here and he's gonna help move her,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's gonna go and pick up his stuff, and then they're gonna go drive to Florida.
Oh, well, good for them. It was nice meeting them both, though.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I've met your daughter before, but at least meeting him as well.
Yeah, he's a good kid, man. He's
Yeah.
a good kid. Keeps her happy. Good boy.
There you go. He's got to fill some pretty big shoes, though, don't he?
Oh yeah, got to make more money,
Got
dude.
to make more money.
I mean,
Give Mike a call.
let's be honest, dude. I mean, I told him. I said she ain't cheap, bro. No refunds.
Hey, do we got to give Mike some love over here too?
I guess we can. I guess we can, Miguelito.
Yeah.
I mean, he needs to make more money to get some better quality internet, bro.
But usually
you know?
he's the one throwing out his number, and he keeps saying "oh" instead of 0.
Oh yeah, he says that all the time. So if you
Yeah.
want to make more money, go ahead and make sure you call Mike, aka Miguelito Jimenez. It says, do you want to make more money? Call Mike. Go ahead and call him at 210-508-0369. He's a fiduciary that he can go ahead and help you with all your investments. And also, he was saying that he can also help you with your car insurance. So if you want to go ahead and give Mike a call, again, the number is 210-508-0369. Like Mike always likes to say, right? 0369.
Appreciate that, Tex-Mex Frank over there. Maybe I can get one of those hats that says Texican Grandpa.
Hey,
Hey, actually, I had the hat I have from him, and I use it a lot for golfing. So it's got my little clip on there for my ball marker on it. I was actually going to put it on today, but I unfortunately have to go to work later, so I didn't want to do the hair again.
You know, I don't really do a lot of golfing. I haven't tried my hand at golfing. I've done like putt and all that, but I wonder how I'd fare at like a couple rounds of golf.
Oh my God! Every time I hear putt and people say that for golf, oh, it drives me
I've
crazy.
done the putt.
That is not golf, my friend. That is not golf. Man.
Hey man,
So
I
if we
have
got any
that.
golfers
I can
out
hit
there,
that
me
ball,
up.
dude. I got that little swing, you know.
Well, yeah, it's just
20, 40 feet out, Sean, on money.
there you go, Bobby February. Golf is dope.
I've never done it, dude. I've never really had, like played golf. Like,
So we actually, I had a couple of my buddies come in last night to work, and one of them is my golfing buddy, and he was talking to my bartender saying, like, Sean won't drink before work. Like, you know, we're out there. So the rule is for every birdie, we'll take a shot, right? And sometimes there's plenty of them. Sometimes, unfortunately, we just don't get a lot of them, right? But if I'm working that night, then I won't partake.
no,
I'll sit there and say, no, man, I can't do it.
golf's just an excuse for you to throw back some beers and get all messed up, bro.
Believe me, my wife has gotten pretty upset at me at times, sitting there and seeing how I've come back from an outing with the boys. First of all, you're playing for quite a few hours, and then you sit there and say, but I had to stop and get lunch afterwards and have a few more drinks. You know, so yeah, it's definitely for some, they can look at it as outing. Me and my guys, we like to tee off before 8 in the morning or right around 8.
Yeah.
Get done by 11, and then have lunch and then call it a day. And you still have the whole day. So it just depends on how you take it. We're not ones to sit there and get all crazy. We just like going and shooting a good round.
Yeah. Hey, remember I was showing you before the show the portable television setup, man.
Yeah.
You know, with the Bluetooth speaker, that big Bluetooth speaker I have here. We're ready for that tailgate, dude.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Maybe talk with Alex. So Alex wants to go out there. I don't know the date. I think he said the 29th. UTSA taking on, is it the Army?
Yeah, it's
playing?
Army. That's going to be their last game of the season.
Yeah, so you got to go hook up with him, take that little portable TV out there, and maybe just stay at the tailgate versus calling it a day.
Hey, look at that. 10 over fifth says start off at Top Golf. What's wrong with that?
Hey, nothing's wrong with that.
Get a couple friends together, go to Top Golf, have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. And then go do some cigars, or maybe pick up some cigars. Do they let you smoke out there?
I don't know.
Top
dude.
Golf, like because it's out of the open.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know if they let you smoke or not.
Yeah,
I've never
I guess
asked.
we'd have to ask. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, Rock and Brews is right around the corner.
That's right. That's right.
And so is that little cigar place right across the parking lot.
It's right there. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, they're supposed to be putting a new Kona grill over there as well.
Yeah. Matt Gama says no, they're not going to let you smoke out there.
Oh, okay.
Mario Cavasso says he's never played golf either. He says, let's go, bro. We'll go with Sean.
All right, there you go. Alex Noriega, UTSA versus Army, Saturday, the 29th at 2:30 p.m. Let's go. Get out there, man. We're a B3. Go say hi to Alex. He's out there all the time.
Yeah, my daughter was telling me
Jen.
she wants to round us all up because she wants to go to that game, I believe, because she wanted us all to go to a game before she left.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that might be the day that she wants us to go out there. So I could probably hang with y'all for a while.
You know, it was funny. last time I did the show, some people were asking, "Do you have any Mike stories?"
Oh
And,
God!
and then
dude.
I found out that Mike was going to be on the show, so I was like, maybe I won't tell some stories. But I'll say this. I'll say this one thing. In high school, and my wife's on here, so I apologize in advance for what I'm about to say.
Oh God!
Me or Alex, our buddy Lewis, Greg, Michael, Marcel, Joey Noriega, a lot of us, right? We could never hold a girlfriend because we always put our buddies first.
Yeah.
But Mike was different. Mike was different. I mean, he would get a girl, and then you wouldn't see him. You would see him occasionally if she's got something going on. And I'm sorry, Mike, if I'm spilling the beans too much or Chica hears this, I apologize. But it goes into that as well, being that, he's got Francesca now. But the difference in this one is that he's brought her around.
Yeah.
He's brought her around, and she's a great person. So, when we sit there and me and Alex were talking about it today, on the way over here, like, are you going to talk about Mike and his basketball game? And I was like, well, I hope not.
He's sneaky athletic. That's all I hear him say all the time.
I hope I don't. It's hard to sit there and remember. I mean, we used to get out there a lot. That's for sure. We used to go out there and play quite a bit, whether it was that, playing softball, or even baseball. We'd play baseball and football a lot. So having a good time. But no, man, it's good to see him happy. I'm glad everything's going well for him. What is this? Jason Garcia, Bigfoot like Sean. What?
I don't know.
Well,
because he's over in the great Pacific Northwest. He's over in Portland.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh my God. They tried to get me to go to Portland, work in Beaverton. And I was like, looks up the cost of living. And I was like,
oh man, it's high, dude.
No,
but you know what? Out there in Portland, it's beautiful, dude.
Oh, it's nice.
Beautiful.
It's nice.
The cost of living, though.
No. I mean, I sat there and I gave them an offer. If you could sit there and match this salary and give me this much of a bump, and they were like, nope. And I was like, well, no to you too.
No to you too, man.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to enjoy the same quality of life you're enjoying now over there.
Yeah, no, not at all. And I was talking to my wife. It was funny because we were like, I go, we're trying to get back to San Antonio. Can we move to Utah for 5 years for work? Well, actually, to be closer to my mom first.
Yeah.
And we were trying to make our way back home. And she goes, now you're just trying to go further away. I was like, yeah, you're right. Let's get back home. Let's get back home.
Yeah, man. Portland is beautiful. I wouldn't mind going out there to visit. Maybe I'll visit Jason Garcia here one time, but to live there, nah, dude.
Bobby February wants me to spill the beans. But there's nothing to spill. I mean, I think Mike's not afraid to tell his own stories, and he's out there. He may exaggerate them a little bit,
Embellisher.
Yeah,
That's what Chica calls him. Every time he says a story, he goes in front of Chica. She's like, she calls him Michael. She goes, Michael the embellisher.
Oh, Lord. She's on our side.
And he's like, no, for real, this really did happen. And she's like, oh, the embellisher.
And he wants you to try, right, Sean? That's what happened. And like, what am I going to sit there and say? No, Mike, man, that didn't happen like that, bro. You're lying.
Just like
exactly how he said it. Exactly. He took on 20 guys at one time, beat them all up, man.
Yeah, or he says he's sneaky athletic. I'm like, no mames, Mike. No mames, dude. He was out there playing the courts over there. He running the courts at Miller's Pond. I'm like, bro, no, man,
we
no.
played a lot at Miller's Pond, but we weren't like outside. We would sit there. We were little brats, so we wouldn't let other people play with us. So we would rent the gym out for a few hours, and then people would try and come in. It's like, nah, it's just us. We had plenty of friends. We had plenty to run a game.
Yeah,
and we just wanted to do it on our own. And you know what? We had the money, so screw it. We didn't have to call next.
I used to play there long years ago because I lived just down the street. I could walk there. Mm-hmm. How close it was to my neighborhood, Yeah. So I was always out there playing basketball. I used to play. Me and this one guy used to play all the time, 2-on-2. Right? We play against other people. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know the guy that well, but we played well together as far as basketball goes.
Yeah.
And he was a black guy. His name was Sledge. Right? And me and Sledge would run the court out there, Miller's Pond. That dude could dunk. As long as I could get him the ball, he dunked the ball. That's why they call him Sledge. And we used to run it out there, dude. We'd play a lot of games out there, dude. Put some money on the games or whatnot. I mean, it was fun, man, back in the day.
Right?
Yeah.
Actually, one of my buddies, Robert, I play golf with, he says, hey, I play basketball on Fridays. You want to go out there? I was like, hell no. No. My body will go one way and my ankles will stay another.
Yeah.
And then and then I'm gonna cast. So no.
Mike's always saying that he was the best that ever lived. You know,
Oh gosh.
he was good at he was good at tennis. You know, he had like what a 100-mile-an-hour serve. I'm like, dude, no.
So you
man.
met Rick. Rick was actually a really good tennis
Yeah.
player. Rick was great. Michael could play tennis. He could play tennis, and I could play tennis. But I'm not going to sit there and ever say I was great.
You had a 100-mile-an-hour serve.
You know, I did have a serve, but you know, I don't know how he says that because we didn't have anything to sit there and judge how fast they were going. So
He
I don't
says
know
it
where he
was
comes up with those numbers because
100 miles an
I
hour.
was at the same practices he was at for sometimes. I don't know. Maybe he went to a camp or something. I don't know. And they were telling him how fast they were going. I can't tell you guys. I'm not going to call him a liar. I just didn't see it.
I did see it.
I didn't see it. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, he said he was a pretty good point guard back in the day. Like he could run the court.
Oh, it just depends. You know, most of the time, if I was there, he definitely wasn't playing point.
Look at Bobby Fairweather. Mike was all elite athlete. No, bro.
Oh man, the best there ever was.
No, he don't look like the physical type, bro.
He's like you know, Robert Redford of the Natural.
No, he reminds
What
me
could
of
have been.
he reminds me of Bobby Bougier. Remember that coach? And he goes, "You better give me that here, notebook, because it's gonna get real physical around here." And he just gives it to him and just walks away. I'm like, man, come on, Mike, you get to throw hands, bro.
No, one person that was good at tennis, I'll give a shout out. My little baby girl's still on the chat. You know, she was a great tennis player. So,
Really?
yeah. We hate that she stopped, you know, and anytime we see her pick up a tennis racket, which won't be for another 9 months or so.
Yeah.
it brought back some memories. So yeah, kudos to her.
And there you go.
Congrats again, baby girl.
Yeah, you're gonna have a baby shower or something.
I mean, I'm sure we will. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, nowadays it's like they have multiple, right? They have one
Yeah.
with their work, they have one with their friends, and then they have one with the family.
Yeah.
You know, they just more ways to get more stuff. You know,
Make more. You got to make more money, Sean.
I just want to
Make
help
more
plan
money.
one of them. No, man. The work one's on the work. You know, I'll take care of the family one. That's for sure.
Oh man, you're gonna have to make more money now. You're gonna have nietos. You're gonna have grandchildren.
Yeah. I have to call Mike, sit there and see what I can do. Maybe I'll hit up
Mm.
San Salinas and see what he's doing.
Some investments. You're gonna have to get that college fund started early, bro.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, you got some future doctors maybe in the making there. Who knows?
Man, no, I got a military wife.
Yeah.
Don't have to pay for college.
Hey, the GI Bill, dude.
That's right.
Got lucky on that one, dude.
GI Bill.
You get
Yeah.
those benefits. Those
Yes, sir.
benefits.
It's funny because we have open enrollment, which ended yesterday for us at my work, and they just kept saying, "Hey, you never enroll." I was like, "I don't need to.
You know, I don't need to. I don't have no I don't have Obamacare.
That insurance is better.
Yeah,
That
no
insurance
doubt.
is better. What I want to do it on that one for? Our money goes to the same account, anyways, right?
There you go. And she came back from the furlough too, so she's back at work.
Well, no, she never stopped going.
Oh, okay.
So she's actually active right now. So she was getting paid. It was just coming later than it normally does. But it was, you know, we just thought, we're like, are we going to get paid? Is it going to come through? We just didn't know. But no, everything was good. Life is good.
Damn.
Life is good.
And there you go.
Can't complain.
All right. You know, we're gonna have to plan too. We're gonna have to plan our next trip over to see a Spurs game, man.
Yeah. Go check one out, but preferably a little later when all the guys come back.
Yeah. When everybody comes back healthy, we'll go out there and check out a game. I'll see if I can get the hookup again, get some tickets to go and sit 5 rows from the court, get access to the nice little restaurant that they have there where you get free booze and free food.
Oh, we're not gonna do it like Mike.
No,
get the nosebleeds and buy them later when you're there.
No, bro. Buy it ahead of time, man.
It's I like going to the games, and it is fun. But you know, I'm always going to be that person. If you're in a big group, it's better just to do it somewhere else where you can, you know, move around and talk more. But you know, I like going to games. Don't get me wrong, I like going as well.
I mean, don't get me wrong. 5 seats from the court, not a bad view.
No, it's not. You know, the best seats I ever had. I'll tell the story, and I'm not making this up. I got pictures.
Okay.
My wife won Airman of the Year.
Nice.
So of all the people in there, you know, she was in her first year. So what they did is they sat there and said, "Do you want box tickets to the Spurs or do you want floor seats?" And
Yeah.
she goes, "I'll take the floor." So not knowing where it's going to be, we start heading down, and we give our tickets to the usher, and they say down there. So we go down, give our tickets to the usher. They say down there. And by the time we get there, it was row 1. So we're thinking like right before the floor. No,
Yeah.
It was row 1 on the floor. So like the baseline is right there, and
Yeah.
I'm right here, and I'm like, okay, this is too close. Like, and don't get me wrong, I think those are great seats, and I appreciate it, but I would never want those as season tickets. I mean, you spill a drink, which I'm going to call her out. My wife did. Spilled a drink, and so we had to have that stopped and cleaned up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And who wants to be responsible for someone running by after we spilled a drink and didn't clean it up, and then the Spurs player gets hurt because of us? You know?
Oh, I don't know.
But they were actually playing the Dallas Mavericks, and it was the very last game that was played before the COVID shutdown.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the game we saw.
Damn.
It was great though, man. I'll tell you what, it was an experience. But again, it's nice to. I would love to do it again, but not like have. I don't understand the people that have the season tickets there because just all eyes are on you. It's harder to get drinks, believe it or not. Like we had one drink the whole time because you couldn't find people walking by that much, and probably because they didn't want you to have a drink.
That's why you get Skybox, baby. You get the Skybox. They give you a QR code.
Yeah.
You scan the QR code, and then you just text them when you want another drink. They come and bring it to you. They come all the way to the seat, and they give you your food. They give you your drink and everything. Dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Skybox tickets, man. That's the way to go.
Well, let's look at doing that.
Yeah, Skybox tickets aren't that bad. When the grand scheme of things, you think about it, it's like $250, right? Maybe $300 for a ticket.
Oh, it's not bad at all.
Not a bad seat,
No,
you know. Plus,
no.
you get access to the Spurs Club that's right there off of the court. It's by the visitors' locker room.
Oh, but
where they come out through the tunnel.
You know, we got to tell Michael Mitchell about this.
Oh yeah,
maybe he can do a little talking and get us.
And there you
to
go.
meet some people or something.
Yeah.
I mean, he is royalty.
Yeah, I want to get him down here too. I mean, everybody loves Mike. They want to like Mike Mitchell.
Carter Bryant came into the restaurant the other day.
Oh yeah.
And so I called Soraya, his wife, and she came over because she's over there at Kendra Scott. So Kendra Scott, by the way, guys,
Shout out.
Great stuff over there. Shout out to them. You can go check them out over there at La Cantera as well. But she went over there and talked with them for a little bit, and then got him over to the store, got him some items, and sent them actually there to the arena for him to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a great experience. Good kid, real good kid, man. He's awesome. Very polite. So.
Yeah, it seems like a nice young man.
Yeah.
That's cool. And I like Soraya. Shout out to Soraya because she helped me too with my daughter for her wedding.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
So make sure you go and check out Kendra Scott. It's just around the corner from PF Chang's, man. You go in there and say the Area 210 sent you. Sean sent you.
There you go.
There you go.
They got some nice Christmas stuff, or I'll say holiday season items that just came out. So you got to go check those out. Get something for your wife or girl or whatever.
Look at this. Tex-Mex Frank says, Sean, thanks for liking my caps. He goes, I am running behind on the listening, about 10 minutes behind. Texican Granddad. He goes, good idea.
Hey, I don't like them. I love them.
Yeah. I get a lot of compliments on the hats too. I like this one right now. The PF Chang's. I'm wearing it right now.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Got to wear it. Mike, I have Mike's hat. I've even told him, Mike, I have your hat.
Hey, we got extra ones though, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we can give those away as some prizes at the next meetup.
Yeah. What we're going to do is we have some PF Chang's gift cards. We put that inside one of the mugs, give that away with the hat,
Yeah.
Complete package.
There you go.
There
you go.
And we do have stuff here to give away still. We have like a Wemby rated rookie card from Topps. We have 2 tablets still that we hanging on to that we need to get rid of, that are brand new.
You got some certificates to the Hard Rock Cafe as well.
Yeah, I mean, we got some things we need to give out. Maybe if we do that get together over here at that little Woodrow's, that's the move.
Yeah,
get everybody together. We can auction them off like little raffle.
There you go.
Yeah, especially during the holiday season, we could do something for charity, like $1 or something like that.
And it just doesn't have to be group. If you do an auction, you could do it with the whole place and get some more money.
Yeah, we do it for charity. Maybe do it for Mi Casa or something like that.
That'd be good.
I like Casa, man, because they do a lot for the community, especially for the kids. And that's one of my favorite charities. Favorite groups that I like to help out.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
All right, man. So I think we're gonna go ahead and bring this one to a close. It's already 11:31. I gotta get ready to get back to work here. And look at Mario Cavazza says, "I love PF Chang's." Wink, wink.
Come on by, buddy. Come on by.
Hey, let me know you go over there, Mario. We can hang out, dude.
I'll be there tonight.
There you go. You'll be there tonight. So go ahead and hit up Sean. But remember, today, they just want to say thank you to Sean for coming in and doing a great job in the absence of one Miguelito Jimenez. The chat is powered by PF Chang's. And also, remember, tomorrow is going to be Wines Days. Half-off bottles of wine and champagne every Wednesday, all day. And like you heard it here first, If you go ahead and get, what type of bottle is it again, Sean?
Apothic.
Apothic, $10.
But today is actually Wednesday, guys. Don't go tomorrow.
There you go. Wednesdays today.
Wednesday. It's today. It's today.
I'm getting my days confused. I was thinking it was on Tuesday. I'm like,
trying to
damn.
get the week over with already.
I know,
Trying
dude.
to make it extended longer.
So it's Wednesday. So make sure you go out there today for Sean and go ahead and get a bottle of Apothic. $10 today.
$10 Apothic, man. I got like 8 bottles left.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you so much, Sean, for joining us today. We do appreciate you, man, and all you do.
I appreciate it, man.
And we want to say thanks to everybody in the chat. Thank you all for listening to us today. We had a great time talking with you boys. Look at Sam Salinas says, I need to try that old-fashioned Joe raves about. I'm telling you, maybe me, you, and Mario Cavazos can go out there and check it out, man. And look at Bobby Ferrier says, great show. Thank you, gentlemen. Have a great day. You have a good day, too. Guys, mention Area 210 podcast for 10% off your bill.
25% if you mention it.
There you go, JHNSB. All right, guys. We'll see you all tomorrow. Hopefully, we have the return of Miguelito. So for Sean, I'm Joe Garcia. Again, thank you all for watching another episode of the Area 210. We're out. Peace.
Peace.